Wow, this is really sad. If you're just a basketball fan in general, if you're a Nets fan, if you didn't know, LaMarcus Aldridge just announced his retirement due to an irregular heartbeat. Whenever someone retires, especially a big player like LaMarcus Aldridge, who's been around the game for so long, it's a sad day. But especially when you know that their career could have extended on longer, but because of injuries or in this case a medical condition, it gets cut short. It's really unfortunate, but I'm glad that he decided to put his health over his basketball career, because we've seen in cases like Reggie Lewis and Hank Gathers, guys who could have been bona fide studs, Hall of Famers, their careers were tragically cut short because they decided to choose basketball over their own life, which, I'm glad he made the right decision, and hopefully, this condition, he can get this condition worked out, and either by not stop playing or through further medical treatment, he can get this taken care of so he can still be on this earth with us for a long time. And it's just sad seeing a guy who had a lot of talent, who was one of the best players in the league for a good extended period. He's just gone now for really a reason that was outside of his own control, which is just unfortunate. So, prayers up to LaMarcus Aldridge. Hope he gets the situation figured out and, he beats whatever he had. But, just looking at his career, he averaged about 19 points and 8.5 rebounds, and for a good 5 to 6 year stretch, he was one of the best power forwards in the league. Offensively, he had that nice little turnaround game, and he could even extend it out to the mid-range. And then once the NBA started evolving and he started taking more three-pointers, he eventually stretched out to behind the arc, and he had one of the best touches in the game for a big man. And I think if you're even a 2K fan, you remember his cheesy jump shot that was used in, I'm thinking like 2K15, 16. So, and he never got the chance to even compete for a title, like legitimately. In Portland, his team was always like a second tier. They're always behind like the Spurs, the Lakers, Mavericks of the world, where they would maybe win a playoff series, but they get bounced early in the second round. That's one of the reasons why he came to San Antonio, because he wanted to compete for a title. But obviously that didn't work out with the 2016 Western Conference semifinals, where they lost to OKC, and then they ran into Golden State, and the whole Kawhi Leonard injury really just took away that potential championship team in an instant. And that's why he also came over to Brooklyn. He wanted to get that one last shot at a title, and there's a legitimate chance he probably would have gotten it, because you look at the team that are obviously the front runner for the championship with their three-headed monster of Harden, KD, Kyrie, and they even have some good supporting pieces. But in the end, there's more to life than basketball, and I'm glad he decided to put his health over, his playing career, because, once your life's gone, it's done. You can't get a second chance, and I'd rather him live out a long life with a semi-shortened basketball career, and he still played 15 seasons in the league, which is a good career. So hopefully everything works out with him. In terms of, I don't know if he is going to be a Hall of Famer. I think he's like on the border. He's a 7-time All-Star, 5-time All-NBA player. He's never like the best player, but he was always consistently good for what that's worth. But I think there's a chance, but I'm not entirely sure if he'll make it. Going back to like the basketball aspect of it, the Brooklyn Nets, how they're going to respond. I mean, I think they're good at the center position because Nick Claxton, even, he's getting a lot more minutes this season with DeAndre Jordan not performing up to expectation, and also he adds an element as a defender and a rim protector, which LaMarcus Aldridge and DeAndre Jordan don't really have. He can finish at the rim. He's a good complement offensively and defensively to the Nets, who really don't have that stable big man that they would want. So I assume he would be getting the starts from here on out. And I think even when it comes to playoff time, he's going to get significant minutes. Yeah, Nick Claxton's a budding star in this league. He's averaging 7, 4.5, 1 blocks. If you've been watching the Brooklyn Nets, you can see just the energy he brings, and he almost actually got the Nets back into their game last night against the 76ers. But also from a morale standpoint, it's going to be interesting how Steve Nash, new coach Steve Nash, responds to this situation. He's never really dealt. A lot of coaches don't deal with a situation like this, but how is he going to, keep the locker room together and focus on, winning that championship? And, how can they, or even if they can center around those calls and even play better. It's really unfortunate that LaMarcus Aldridge is going out the way he did. He was always he was a very stable player for an extended period of time. It's unfortunate he never got to win his ring. And I hope whatever he's battling, this irregular heartbeat, he can beat it. He can get it figured out so he can live a long life. That'll do for this video. Sorry for not uploading in the past few weeks. I've been working on a new video, but that'll do it. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out. Peace.